Hi, my name is Kevin Grundy. I'm a member of the New Zealand Medical Association and the American Herbal Guild. I specialise in Western herbal medicine, natural and nutritional health. I'm a longevity 3-star executive. I'm also independent, which means I don't actually work for the company as a corporate member. I'm just a customer who saw an opportunity, who saw people get better and decided to make a living from this. So I'm my own boss and I am independent from the company. Today we're going to talk about seasonal changes because for every season there is a change and our body will react in certain ways. So today I want to bring through the seasonal changes and how the Longevity 90 for Life and our essential oils will be used in this program. So same as previous months, with our essential oils, we have a Aroma Share Club, and then every month that Share Club has a theme group of herbs, and this month our theme which we're celebrating is for October, because we always celebrate in the past month. So you guys have all your herbs and your essential oils on hand while we do this talk. So this month we're celebrating seasonal change. And with that, that brings us talking about, or our girls will be talking about the black column seed, sweet soothe, black pepper, and orange sweet. So let's just get started, because as Dr. Biotic says, there are 3 steps to better health. Firstly, we need to identify the category and health challenge we have. Secondly, we need to use the appropriate pack for that health challenge and that category we have chosen. And thirdly, we need to clean up one's diet. If we continue consuming the rubbish foods, if we continue eating foods that create inflammation in our system, we will always have a health challenge. So we need to eat less, eat better quality foods, eliminate bad foods. We need to exercise to get the whole circulation and the lymphatic system working properly so we can eliminate waste. Okay, we need to sleep better so the body can charge itself. And of course, we need to be able to support our systems. So first off, we identify our category. So we write the customer's detail, their age, their height, their weight. This just gives us an idea of what their balance should be. We do a scale of 1 to 10, 0 to 10. 0, you have no issues at all. 5, yeah, I'm sitting there, not painful enough to do much. 10, it's really crippling me. Then you go through each category and you work out what your level is based on that condition. And where it says today, you write your score based on today's value. And then I wish you to readdress this 30 days from now and write the new figures, and then 90 days from now. And we rinse and repeat for every category until we worked out all our body systems. Once we worked out what our body systems are doing, we work out on the highest number. That is our main road for recovery. But then we need a starting point. And if you've listened to a lot of my talks, you'll hear that our starting point always is through digestion. What we put in our mouth, i.e. we make a better decision, what we consume, how it's processed through our digestion system, broken down, how our liver's working, and how it's digesting, and of course how it's eliminated out the back end. Okay, so we need to focus on digestion first. Then we move to the roadmap laid out in front of us. So if hard tissue has the highest number, we would move to the hard tissue. If blood sugars is your problem, if you've got diabetes and you've got kidney issues and you've got real problems with blood sugar imbalance, then your roadmap is the digestion heading towards blood sugars. Pretty simple. So again, we work on the color system, so the category system, hard tissue, that's the healthy bone and joint pack, glucogels and CM cream. Then we have the soft tissue, we call that the healthy brain and heart pack with selenium and EFA. Then we have the blood sugar pack, okay, and that has an extra product called Sweet Ease, and of course the digestion pack. We give you extra enzymes, extra bacteria flora to help support those systems. And of course, we need to eliminate those bad foods, those glutens, those fats, those fried foods, and especially those nitrates. If we keep putting nitrates in, expect to have a really poor digestion system, because all you're doing is killing off your good bacteria. Nitrates are designed to kill bacteria. Simple. If you consume nitrates, you kill bacteria. Simple. So we remove nitrates. Baked potatoes, soy, etc. You get the picture? So let's talk more about the seasonal change and how longevity and our oils are going to interact with our life. So in order for our bodies to function properly, we know we've got to give it the 90 essential nutrients. So where do we start? Go without saying, we're going to start with a healthy start pack. Why? Because that's where 60 of those minerals come from. That's where 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 essential fatty acids. That is the core 90 for life message. This is our support for any season. This is where it begins. So where do we add, what do we add to this pack now we want to either be proactive with our health, or so maybe we've got some reaction going on through this particular season change. And here in down under, we're going from winter through spring. And so we're in our springtime now. So there's lots of dryness starting to happen. There's more wind in the air, more pollen in the air. And so when we see a lot more pollen in the air, we see more room for infections and irritations within our respiratory. So we have respiratory issues. And so we need to sort of clean up our respiratory problems. And so we look for support. Now, Longevity has a seasonal immune support pack. Now, they don't call it a winter immune pack or a summer immune pack or a spring. It's seasonal. And that's because many people's health happen during the change of a season. Yes, you can get the flu going from winter to spring, just like you can get it from spring to winter. Autumn to winter. So we need to support the immune system. It's about keeping it strong. It's about keeping that respiratory system strong, so it's fighting off all these pollens. And so we need to use a pack that is very broad. And the seasonal immune pack gives us a fighting toolbox. This is a toolbox in one box. It has zinc, we know is a great immune modulator. It helps rebuild the immune system. It has a product called Immune 911. As well as a whole pile of stuff. Its main thing has got a beta gluten 500, which helps switch on communication signaling in the body. Vitamin C, we know that we need quite a few thousand cc's of vitamin C to ward off any problems. So we give you extra. We give you one form of vitamin C and another one called CF tablets. And of course, you wouldn't go through the season change without having Biotic on hand. It is great for all of those little runny noses, those infections, those bronchial problems. It is a great all-rounder arsenal for killing things. And of course, then we have our Rainforest. Our Rainforest is an awesome product. We have our minerals. If you love our minerals, you'll love our Rainforest. Rainforest is a full spectrum mineral. So it's 100% of our plant derived. It's highly absorbable, helps with detoxification. It tones and supports those digestion functions and enhance the immune system. So it supports everything. This is a great product. You can add it to your Beyond Tangy or any other liquid we have it on its own. It's very refreshing. It's a sort of a mango refreshing flavor. And it's a great one to have once every couple of months, just to help clean out the system. This is going to help just relax the system. And when you see the array of herbs it's got in there, you'll understand why. Alpha, king of the roots, angelica, celery, now that's a bitter, really getting that digestion going. Again, dandelion, great for the liver. Echinacea, a good all-round and immune modulator. It's going to help with viruses in any infection. Golden seal also is well known for its killing power, its antibacterial killing power. Passion flower for easing the system, relaxing the nervous system, and thyme. Thyme is a great one. If you've got thyme in your cupboard, thyme tea, you can make yourself up a nice thyme tea. It's great antiviral. It helps dry the system, and it helps with any coughs. If you've got a dry cough, which is non-producing because there's no phlegm, it's a great one for stopping that. And this is what makes Herbal Rainforest such a great product. Then moving on, enzymes. We wouldn't go forward without enzymes in our seasonal change. Enzymes break stuff down. They aid digestion. They're aiding with your bones and tissue, aiding in detoxification. So they support really good health. It breaks down carbohydrates, helps with absorption, helps get rid of waste. So it helps with those parasitic moves in the colon. It just helps keep things moving. It is the breakdown. If you're a meat eater, then enzymes are extremely important. We should naturally be getting these from our food, from our vegetables. So if you eat real food, then you'll get some good enzymes. But if you don't, you need extra supporting enzymes. A really good tea. Longevity have this true to life detoxing tea, or a poo in a bottle, or box, I think it was nicknamed as. This helps just getting the system going, because after every winter, the system comes out of winter very sluggish. Now, just imagine the old beard, high up in 80, he comes out, he's very sluggish, he's hungry, the system's not working. So a good week on a detoxing tea, just getting the system moving, getting the old rubbish out and getting set up for a new system. So it helps support the body for detoxing and cleansing, helps with elimination and support. Ingredients, senile leaf, orange peel, stevia, so got a little bit of sweetness to it without any sugar, peppermint, cinnamon, gives you that nice deep flavor, especially ginger, nice warming tea. So it's a lovely flavor and it just keeps things moving. Of course, we can't talk seasonal immune without talking about the good herbs olive leaf. So olive is known as one of the most useful single herbs in the herbal kingdom. This is because of all the uses, the many uses that olive has. So olive's been known as an antimicrobe, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-proson, which is those little critters that live inside, worms, etc. So you can see it's got such an all-round arsenal of things it can do. So it's made with some tender love and care. It's chemical-free, so it's natural, it's wild-crafted. And so instead of farmed in big farms, these things are generally either wild-crafted or they're grown organically. Some really good quality when it comes to good herbs. And every serving contains, 500 milligrams of leaf extract. So you're really going to boost and give your system a good kickstart for spring. And again, if you're going to have these respiratory problems, if you've got hay fever, then we need some good support when it comes to respiratory. And Good Herbs Respiratory Formula, again, wildcrafted, it's again support. The respiratory system includes the airways, your blood vessels, those muscles, all these things working together every time we take a breath. So many things works at once. But here's the problem. Your respiratory gets clogged up. It gets clogged up through inflammation, through bad food choices, gluten, especially dairy. Dairy creates inflammation of the respiratory. And so if you've got naturally inflammation going on, you're naturally making a little bit of mucus, and then along comes a seasonal change and bugs in the air, pollen in the air. It starts to aggravate everything, and before you know it, you've got the symptoms of a flu. But all it is an aggravated respiratory system, because originally you had dairy. Get rid of the dairy, you get rid of the aggravation, and you may not get the seasonal flu or the seasonal allergy. So the Respiratory Support is a proprietary blend of herbs and some great herbs again. Garlic, which we know is a great immune support. Mullein, good respiratory. Oat straw, great for the nervous system. Thistle, great for the liver. Bungled weed, elecampane, marsh myrtle, all great supporting herbs. I'm a medical herbalist. This is what we do. This is what we reach for when there is a health challenge. There is nothing more powerful than liquid herbs, and Good Herbs has a great array to choose from. Well, that brings me to my part of the show. So now we're going to roll over to the Downunder Aroma girls, and I'd like to introduce Sally, Karen, and Sam. Unfortunately, Sam is not able to be with us today due to work commitments, so we give her apologies. But today, Sam and Karen are going to talk about the aromatherapy oil of the month, which we said was seasonal change. And so they will go through each of the products and explain their 101 uses. So as we said, we're talking about black cumin, sweet soothe, black pepper, and orange. So out of you two girls, I'd like to introduce Karen. Karen has been with Longevity now for nearly coming up 2 decades. She has her heart with 90 for life. She has a passion with essential oils. So who better to start the show with Karen? Karen, it's all yours.
Thank you. Right, just had to get everything organised in front of my screen here. Hi, my name is Karen, as you know, and I'm firstly going to be talking about black cumin seed oil. Now, this is a carrier oil, not an essential oil, so you will use it with your oils. And the black cumin seed oil has a lot of fabulous qualities, and a lot of them, so I'll try and be as quick as I can. It's great for your hair and wrinkles, and it gets rid of stretch marks and helps with if you've got any scars, any tissue scarring. And you can use a good oil to use with that. You can use the carrier oil with any skin oils. For example, one of them is helichrysum. So you can actually use the two of them together if you wanted to add an oil to it, the helichrysum to it, and you just rub it on your scar or your stretch marks. And I must say, this morning after I had a shower, I actually used it in my hair. It's just a nice, if you get the frizz, over here you get frizzes with the humidity, it just takes out those frizz and you just need a little bit. And also for people with a dry scalp, it actually rub it into your scalp and it's moisturizes your scalp because it's a great moisturizer. It's an anti-inflammatory, so it's great for, and it actually ties in really well, which is why Kevin did the immune support one, because of allergies. It's a great for asthma and allergies, as it has antihistamine properties in it. And if you wanted to add oils, you can add it to Organ Master, Breath of Life, Neroli. They're good ones that Leanne does suggest to use. And I'll just say, if you are a woman, Leanne does say, don't use any oils from your neck below, especially, I'm talking about over your breast, because the oils can pull toxins through your tissue, and that is not a good thing to do. So it's great for eczema, psoriasis. So good oils you can use with that are Comfort Touch, Copaya Plus. And if you want to use it with the oils and that, you just apply it to where you have a skin issue. And it's also good for joint pain, muscle aches and pains, and good oils for that are physical care, relief, and birch, because it has got that, it just looks just goes really good with them. And it's great for digestion. It has a calming effect on your digestion. So if you suffer from gas, bloating, stomach pain, constipation, you just apply that to your stomach area and it'll actually calm your stomach down. And Sweet Soothe, which Sally's going to be talking about later, and GI Purify are the two oils that it actually does go really well with. And it's antifungal. So is tea tree, and it's good to use with rosemary. So put it on those those fungal areas that you have. And there's also a natural protection against radiation. So if you're going through any cancer treatment, this would be a good one to use. It normalizes blood pressure. It's very high in antioxidants and the vitamin Bs, and helps support the immune system. It's also anti-parasite. And so you can use it if you think you might have parasite, just rub it in. I usually like to put it in my feet. And a good oil to use it with is fennel oil. And I've mentioned the dry scalp, and the thing with this oil is that it can go rancid quite quickly, so it's suggested that you do keep it in your fridge. So that is me on black cumin oil, and I must also mention, I forgot to mention where it was from. It's actually a native to Asia, and it's his other name is, his Latin name is Nigella, just in case you wanted to know all that. So I'm actually going to pass you now over to Sally, and she is going to talk about her oil. Surprise us, Sally, what are you going to talk about?
Thanks, Karen. So I'm talking about orange sweet. Now, I'm not sure why they call it orange sweet, because it's actually sweet orange. So that's how I'm going to refer to it, because it sounds backwards to me doing it the other way. But anyway, sweet orange helps balance the thyroid and the lymphatic system, making it beneficial for weight loss, water retention, and cellulite issues. Orange oil is an effective emotional aid, and more orange oil is produced worldwide, volume-wise, than any other oil. I would say it's because it's the easiest to process, because it comes from the orange skin, or the skin of the orange. It's also one of Leanne's favourite oils for cleansing, or cleaning rather, as it has natural degreasing properties, making it ideal for removing oil once you get them on your cupboards. Just a couple of drops on a rag or in some water in a spray, and it will break down that oil nice and easily for you to remove. It's great for the lymphatic system, rebalances the thyroid. It's one of the few oils that also you can take internally. 1 drop in a litre of water will help you to absorb water better into your cells, which will also rebalance the thyroid. It's mildly diuretic, so can help with edema or removing excess water and cellulite. It's very safe, non-toxic, non-irritating. One aspect of it is that it's slightly phytotoxic, meaning if you put it onto your skin, then you need to avoid direct sunlight for 12 hours after application. It's not as phytotoxic as bergamot, lemon or grapefruit. They're actually more so. It's completely safe, though other than that, to diffuse or put in the bath. It's also a great pick-me-up, as in it helps with depression and the winter blues. You can mix it with orange spearmint and sweet soothe and diffuse to help with that. To clear rooms of any musty smells, you can make a mister just using water and 60 mils of water, add 14 drops, shake it up good, and it'll get rid of anything musty smelling. It's got antidepressant properties to it, so it also lifts the mood of the room. It's great for your liver and your digestive system. It also helps to lower blood pressure. It's also good for the skin. Yeah, I would say most of our oils are actually. Recommended in a night cream, and it's specific actually for oily skin. Often with oily skin, the problem is it's overreacting by producing more oil because it's dehydrated. So Leanne advises that it's a good time to mix your 1 drop of orange oil in your a litre to 2 with a cap or 2 of plain minerals or herbal Rainforest, and try and drink that up to 2 litres a day. Orange essential oil is also fantastic for the right side of your brain, i.e. That's where you develop or use your creativity. So if you're doing a project and you get writer's block, then orange oil can help activate and unblock the right side of your brain, enabling you to get those ideas flowing again. Key emotions is it's good for patience, creativity, hope, gentleness, and cheeriness. So that's sweet orange, and now we'll pass it back to Karen, and she's going to talk to us about black pepper.
Thank you, Sally, and I'm so glad I did black pepper as well, as this is a very good oil as well, and it's very much similar to the black cumin oil, which I did actually forget to show you the bottle. That's what it comes like in your aroma share. So now I'm going to talk to you about the black pepper, and like most of the oils, it has a lot of constituents, which makes it very effective for so many ailments, and this, yeah, is really good. It's a good pain reliever. It's very heat warming, so you can actually add it to if you have got aches and pains and you're using your CM cream, Normally I have birch, and you can use birch, and you can also add, because this gives you that heat sensation, so you can put some in your CM cream to get that immediate effect. And like Sally just mentioned, the sweet orange, this is also good for your brain, and it's a real wake me up. So it's an oil you do not sniff or anything at night before you go to bed, because you'll be wide awake until the birds wake the next day. But when you wake up, it's a great pick me up for your brain. You just inhale it from the bottle, and it's a great stimulation for your stimulant for your memory. And it also blends well with rosemary. It removes toxins as well from your body. And just like this one here, it stimulates the digestive system so it functions as it should. And for this reason, because it makes your digestion function properly, for some people it can be a slight mild laxative. So just at first go easy on it. It's antimicrobial, so it kills germs. It's also an expectorant, so you can add or use it as a chest rub. And remembering not to go into your breast area. And today I actually diffused all three oils, the sweet soothe, the black pepper, and the sweet orange together, and it made a beautiful smell around the house. And bear in mind too that it can be overstimulating for the kidneys, the black pepper oil. So if you do have kidney disease, you just might need to be mindful when using it. And it's not to be used for children under 8 years old. And because it's a hot oil, don't use in the bath or you'll be jumping straight out. So it's very, very hot on the parts. So so that's black pepper oil. So yeah, that's black pepper oil. So I'll pass you back to Sally to talk about Sweet Soothe this time.
Hey, all right, so Sweet Soothe, that's our blend for the night, or for the month. So here we go. Sweet Soothe is generally used for support with blood sugar challenges and has been reported to help lessen sugar cravings. It also is used to assist with digestion-related issues. It is a blend that contains anise, cinnamon bark, coriander, dill seed, dill weed, and fennel. So I'll just talk a little bit about the different oils that are in it, and it sort of helps you understand how else it can be used. So anise is known to promote digestion and have antispasmodic effect. So this is including for digestive pains. It's found to be highly useful for the digestive and respiratory system. Anise can help relieve spasmodic coughs that are due to a cold or the flu. Cinnamon bark is one of the most universal oils, according to Leanne and Kent, because of its wide range of uses. This oil is one of the few oils indicated for circulation and heart stimulation. Other uses for it include the flu, tropical fevers, and a wide range of infections. When it's highly diluted, because it's quite warm, it has been used effectively as an antiparasitic oil against scabies. Coriander. Coriander's main functions are helping circulation stimulation and lymphatic drainage. It's also well known for its use in balancing blood sugars, helping with digestive issues and relieving muscular pains. Dill seeds are next, and their power has been used to aid digestive problems, from oral inflammation to relieve hiccups and constipation problems. Dill seed is more for infections like colds, fever, coughs, bronchitis, urinary tract infections, as well as spasms, nerve pain, and painful urination. It is also antifungal, especially for environmental black mold. Dill weed is also antispasmodic, so again is helpful for flatulence, colic, vomiting, nausea, stomach cramps, and hiccups. It benefits the digestive, respiratory, and endocrine systems and is excellent for balancing blood sugars. It has a calming effect on the automatic nervous system. It promotes lactation for breastfeeding mothers and can be used to balance hormones. Dillweed also contains antispasmodic and decongestive and diuretic. It's also antifungal and helps eliminate parasites. On to fennel. Fennel is beneficial for settling the stomach, cleansing the pancreas and balancing blood sugar levels. Fennel is generally used in various skin strengthening formulas and for circulation. It is also used to help balance hormones in older adults and is specific in antiparasitic protocols. A safety note with this blend is I would avoid it when pregnant, definitely, because most of these oils are contraindicated with pregnancy. Leon's husband, Kent, he recommends and has tried rubbing the oil on your feet at night for a parasite or deworming cleanse. He talked about how intestinal worms actually feed off your blood rather than the food in your bowel. So by rubbing the oil on your feet, it is taken directly into your blood, therefore will have its elimination properties still happen. If you're using it for this purpose, then I would do it every night for 2 weeks. Then you will also get the eggs that are hatching too. Some of the ways you can use it, one of the blends or mixes that we were given in our Aroma share was Sweet Balancing Act, is what they called it. And you could use this as the parasite cleanse going on your foot, or to help rebalance blood sugar levels, or for stomach pains, or even pancreas pains if you have problems there. So you'd take a 60 ml bottle, you'd fill it, you'd mix you'd tip half 30 mils of the black cumin seed carrier oil into it, add 10 drops of the Sweet Soothe essential oil, give it a good shake, and then fill up the other half and shake it again. Make sure that you've shaken it at least 50 to 100 times to make sure that the oils are well blended. And yeah, so you could, for rebalancing blood sugar levels, I'd probably use it twice a day. And for an anti-parasitic cleanse, I'll be using it, morning and night on the bottom of your feet. There was also a carpet freshener, which I thought was quite cool. That included a cup of baking soda, 14 drops of Sweet Soothe, 12 drops of sweet orange essential oil. And what you do is you take a container and you fill it with half your cup of baking soda, and then add in your drops of Sweet Soothe, 14 drops of Sweet Soothe, 12 drops of sweet orange. Give it a good shake, just like you would if it was an oil. And then once you've done that, put on the rest of the baking soda and give it another good shake. To use it, you sprinkle it on your carpet, leave it for half an hour, and then vacuum it, and it will smell sweet. So that's my contribution for the night. Hope it inspires you, and we'll hand it back to you, Kevin.
Oh, that's excellent. Wow, what's some great information there. Always learning so much when you girls start to share what the oils do as well. Very educational. So thank you so much for sharing all that with us now. Oh, that's excellent. I appreciate that. That's a really great talk. And so just winding up now. So going on next month, November, we're celebrating Thanksgiving. And so that's going to be cranberry seed, Christmas tree, and peppermint oil, giving you that Christmas spring. So we'll make it probably more around Christmas. It will be our last one of the year. So do come back and sign in. Thank you so much for having us in your living room today. Remember, continued education. The more we learn, the more we can educate. Some great informational tools. What makes longevity unique? Serial killer about digestion. Some really good books. the tools that build our knowledge. Remember, knowledge is paramount when we're sharing health and education. Once again, my name is Kevin Grundy. I'm an independent distributor. If you wish to get hold of me, kevingrundy@kevingrundy.com. Thank you so much.